All right, we probably should talk about the Pinstripe Bowl a little bit. That's coming up. Nebraska finally going back to the postseason. They've had one press conference about it. They're going to have another one here this week with coordinators and players. Tom, what's your sense of or your level of confidence that you know what to expect in this game? Like, Boston College has changed their quarterback late in the season. A lot of personnel changes are going on. Like, do you have a sense of like the strengths of what these teams are, or is it totally up in the air because of all the movement that's occurred?
Well, yeah, Boston College is not going to change who they are because of the personnel. Their head coach is who he is, and they're going to run the ball, and they're going to control the clock if they can, and they're just going to try to pound you. I saw them twice earlier this year, and then that's their game. And yeah, for a bowl game, you don't really change who you are too much. Nebraska, it's whatever Dana Holgorsen wants it to be, and I guess it's supposed to be sunny. I don't know how much wind they'll get if they're going out the left field or right field. I think it'll be based on if they don't have Dowdell, they'll have Emmett, but I think it'll be a heavy pass offense for Nebraska, and defense. I'm looking forward to seeing Ty and Nash play every down. As I said,
that's right.
I said they would.
Why not?
And I love that about them. I mean, you're talking about people who I'm opting out of bowl games. I mean, these guys want to play this game. It's the last one, and they're going to play to the very last play, and they're going to do it in a Yankee Stadium, and I love that.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think, Sam? Like, how do you, I guess, judge or evaluate Nebraska based on this game when you do lose the pieces that you lose? You have seniors who are going to play that won't be there next year. Like, it's such a weird transition sort of moment for the program, even as they're breaking through and getting back there. Like, how much stock do you put in how well they play in this game for moving forward?
Objectively, you have to put a medium amount of stock. Like, you don't want to overdo it. Subjectively, if they win the game, you don't think they're gonna take that and run with it all off season.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get a cinematic recap of Nebraska in Yankee Stadium with a close-up of a plaque of Babe Ruth, and you know what I'm talking about.
Winning season.
Man, no, that stuff matters. That matters. So, like, I'm sure that they want to go in there. I mean, again, let's say they go in, they win 28-24. Dylan throws for 275 and 3 touchdowns. 4 times in the offseason, you're going to hear Matt Rule go, Dylan, 275, 3 touchdowns. That's what we got going on. Like, that's all advantageous, and I think you have to try to go win that game. But of course, objectively, you put medium amount of stock because Nebraska's missing some guys. Their offensive line is probably going to be healthy, but there's going to be some missing pieces on the defensive side of the line. And Ty and Nash will probably have to play almost every snap. Vincent Shavers, step on up. He's a starter now. He'll start next to Bullock, I'm sure. Who else left? Secondary kind of stayed intact.
It did.
Nobody knows that Tommy Hill's going to play. I don't know that Tommy Hill needs to play to help his draft stock. So, just breaking the game down, Nebraska's got to find a way to protect Dylan. They have a great pass rusher. They have a good pass rush. They got to find a way to protect Dylan, give him time to make some throws. And on the flip side of the coin, they have to jam it back in Boston College face when Boston College tries to run the football. And Boston College can run the football. They're good at it. And Bill O'Brien's run package is very quick hit, so they're able to get the ball and get downhill quickly. You've got to close those gaps fast, and they do a nice job of getting the ball upfield quickly. He's a good run game coach. They have the ability to go tempo if they really want to, and he can do that. And then they have a sophisticated passing game when they want to have one. So Bill O'Brien's one of the best offensive minds in football, period. And I'm not even qualifying that. College, pro, the guy knows what he's doing. He made Deshaun Watson look like a genius for years, and now we all see what Deshaun Watson really is with the Browns. So, Bill O'Brien knows what he's doing. So Nebraska's defense has its hands full, and then if they can protect Dylan I do think they can score on the Eagles. I do think they can put 28 or 31 on the board because the ACC is not a great defensive league. But you got to protect him. You can't get into this. Well, he's going to get sacked 6 times. So we shall see.
My key would be how Nebraska's front 7 handles their run game, Boston College's running game. I mean, they kind of like to control the clock. We saw that in their opener against Florida State. They were just kind of able to move the ball down the field. And how does that look for Nebraska with a bunch of new guys, with maybe Keona Davis getting more action and Riley Van Poppel and some of these younger guys? Maybe they're up for the challenge. But I think that to me is like the big unknown in this game is what can that second group do against that attack?
I think BC's going to score. I don't think it's going to be like 10, but I think Nebraska can score. It's the offense has to step into that moment. BC scored on pretty much everybody this year. They put 28 on SMU, and that's no joke. SMU's got a good D, so Nebraska's got to put points on the board. Simple as that.
Well, should we go to picks and maybe lead it off with some CFP action?
Yeah, let's do it.
That's starting Friday and Saturday, first round.
We're going to start with one bowl before the CFP.
Yep.
So let's just be real clear. Evan, you're 112 and 52. I'm 105 and 59, and Tom, after a perfect championship weekend, is 104 and 60. So you're 7 ahead of me, and you're 8 ahead of Tom. We can catch you. That's possible.
Oh yeah.
But we have to take risks in how we make picks because we can't catch you if we agree with you.
This is so much more of a crapshoot than a typical season.
This is strategic. We're going to have one more round of picks after on December 30th when we know who the whatever is. So here we go. You ready?
That means Evan goes first every pick.
Yes.
Okay.
That is what it means.
And history says I always give up ground in bowl season anyway, so here we go.
You do. The Gasparilla Bowl, Tulane, Florida.
Florida.
Florida for Evan.
Tulane.
Tulane for Tom.
Why not?
Florida for me. CFP quarterfinal, whatever it is. Round 1, Indiana at Notre Dame.
I would love to see Indiana win. I think it'll be a close game, but Notre Dame.
Notre Dame for Evan.
I'll take Indiana.
Indiana for Tom. Notre Dame for me. SMU at Penn State, CFP round 1.
Penn State.
It's going to be 30 degrees and maybe snowy.
Yeah, I'll take Penn State.
Tough assignment for SMU. Clemson at Texas, CFP round 1.
Texas, I mean, they still really haven't beaten too many great teams, but Texas at home. Horns.
Okay.
Yeah, Texas.
Texas for Tom. Texas for me. Tennessee at Ohio State, CFP round 1. Boy, a lot of pressure on Ohio State.
Big game. Fun game.
Obscene amount of pressure. No pressure on Tennessee. None.
I think Ohio State.
House money.
Yeah.
For Tennessee.
I'm going to go with Vols. Absolutely.
Sure.
I think they're a better team. I don't think Ohio State's that good. I mean, for a excellent, elite level, they're not there.
Ohio State's ultra talented, but man, they're really feeling the pressure. I'm going to go with Tennessee. Okay, so who's going to win the FCS National Championship is a pick. Montana State, North Dakota State, South Dakota State, or South Dakota. The semifinals are this weekend. The final is January 6th in Frisco or wherever it's
at. North Dakota State.
NDSU for Evan. I'm going to go with Montana State. And Tom?
Yeah, I know. North Dakota State. You can never pick against them.
NDSU for Tom. Okay, now we go to the bowl games. The Detroit Bowl, it's called the Game Above Bowl. I don't know what the hell that is. Pittsburgh versus Toledo. I'm going to take Pitt.
Yeah, I'll take Pitt as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. The Guaranteed Rate Bowl. Rutgers, Kansas State.
K-State.
K-State. Okay. I'll take Rutgers.
Yeah, KSU.
Don't forget your power towel. The Armed Forces Bowl, OU at Navy.
Oklahoma.
OU? I'll take the midshipmen. Navy?
Navy.
Navy. Georgia Tech at Vandy in the Birmingham Bowl. Not at Vandy, but Vandy.
Vanderbilt.
Vandy. Tom?
Ramblin' Wreck.
As for me, the Ramblin' Wreck of Georgia Tech. The Liberty Bowl, Texas Tech at Arkansas. Note here, Texas Tech is 8-4, Arkansas is 6-6. Arkansas is favored. And they will have a huge fan advantage.
Yeah, how many players have they lost?
Both teams have lost some. Arkansas's the point spread takes into account the roster sizes.
Yeah.
And Arkansas will have a huge home field advantage. The game's in Memphis. So there's going to be 30,000 Arkansas fans there.
Yeah, Hogs.
You're going the Hogs.
I'm going the Hogs, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll go Arkansas.
All right. I'll go Joey McGuire. And now Garrett McGuire. The Tom Chattel Bowl, the Holiday Bowl. God, Big Ten's got to get back in this game. Syracuse and Washington State. 9 people will be there. God dang. That's unfortunate. Got to get the Big Ten
Considering
back.
Washington State's hit, I got to go Syracuse.
Washington State just is going to lose their head coach, Jake Dicker.
And their quarterback.
Yeah. Well, is he not playing in the game? No, he probably
I would
is.
assume
He's
not.
probably not.
I don't know.
It's too bad for him. Syracuse, Kyle McCord.
Yeah.
Tom?
I'm going to go Wazoo.
Wazoo for Tom. And I will go Syracuse. USC at Texas A&M. Not at Texas A&M. USC, Texas A&M in the Las Vegas Bowl.
Aggies.
Yeah, A&M.
USC for me. The Fenway Bowl. Another thriller. UConn against Bill Belichick's North Carolina. The Fenway Bowl. Bill Belichick. Boston.
That's
You don't think they did that? That's great.
That's fun.
He'll be on the sidelines. Robert Kraft somewhere in the stadium. That's great.
Go North Carolina.
All right. North Carolina.
Yeah, it's Carolina.
Jim Mora and the UConn Huskies. Bobby Hurley or whatever. Whichever Hurley it is up there. The Pop-Tarts Bowl. Iowa State, Miami.
Miami.
Iowa State.
Iowa State. And I will take Iowa State in its epic, according to Matt Campbell, injury situation. The Alamo Bowl, BYU in a Big 12 clash. BYU against Colorado.
I missed the Alamo Bowl. Colorado.
BYU.
BYU. I'll take Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter's girlfriend.
Are they all playing in that
Like the
game? I don't even know.
I don't.
Maybe they won't.
I think they are. I think they're playing for their. They're playing for Dean.
Okay.
Travis Hunter's girlfriend became a big story in the Heisman Trophy. And I'm not sure why. She was fine, but whatever. That was like a big story. Did she stand up right away or something? It was very strange. He deserved to win the Heisman, by the way.
He did.
Yeah, he earned it. Music City Bowl, Iowa at Missouri. Iowa and Missouri. Iowa and Missouri in Nashville. That'll be a well-attended football game. I wish it were Nebraska, but it's not.
It's sold out.
Yeah, that's a heck of a nice matchup.
I think it's a good draw for Iowa, but I'm still going with Missouri.
Okay.
Yeah, Missouri.
Okay. Squawks for me.
No,
Iowa.
Iowa's running back's not playing, right?
He is not.
Correct.
Alabama versus Michigan in the ReliaQuest Bowl.
Bama.
Yeah, that's too easy. Bama for me too.
Yeah.
I think Michigan could get put in the hurt locker there. The Sun Bowl, Louisville, Washington. Again, get the Big Ten in this game, please.
That'd be great. Washington. Nebraska fans can watch their punter punt in this game.
Good for him that he's going to play in that game.
Yeah.
Good for him. I'll take DeVille.
Yeah, same here.
Washington, Louisville in the Sun Bowl. Okay. All right. South Carolina, Illinois in the Citrus Bowl. I'm taking South Carolina. I don't care what you do.
I think South Carolina by a lot.
Yeah. That's got 31-10 written all over it. The Texas Bowl, Baylor, LSU.
LSU.
Loyal to my wife, going Baylor.
LSU.
And finally, the Pinstripe Bowl, Boston College and Nebraska.
I think Nebraska wins. They have the better quarterback. I think they're the better team.
Yeah, in these games, attitude and want to or everything. It's going to be they're going to have to get up early in the morning, get there at the stadium at 9 or 10 a.m. It's going to be cold. But I think Nebraska fans will show up and they'll spur them on. I'll take Nebraska.
I'll take Nebraska as well. I think we have enough differences here, Evan, where if we run the table,
Oh, absolutely.
we shoot the moon,
For
we
sure.
might be able to catch you.
Oh, you don't even have to do that.
Before the quarterfinals, the quarterfinal round, which is going to be way more interesting, in my opinion, than this round.
Yes.
Some of these games, I agree with you. I wish Indiana would beat Notre Dame. I just don't see it. And then I think SMU could hit me in for a tough night.
Yeah.
Like 21-9 or something. Just kind of a boring football game.
Yeah. Weird bowl season.
It is.
All right. Well, it's going to be a great weekend of football. Nebraska's playing a postseason football game here in, 10 days from now? And you got volleyball. At least one more match for them, too. So we'll be watching. Hope you guys are. Thanks for listening. For Sam and Tom, I'm Evan. This is the Pick Six Podcast.